There we go. Okay. We're getting ready. In just a moment, we're gonna be making a game. Did I update the day? I hope so. Today is day 22, not day 21 was yesterday, right? I can check that real quick. What is the last? Yeah, okay, this is the right day. We're on day 22. Oh boy. Feels like we don't have enough time. We have 5 days and 23 hours left to submit our game. It's not ready. It's not ready. It's not enough time. I still feel like there's more content I need to add. I'm panicking. Off stream, I added some sound effects. I added directional audio, which was really easy to implement because we're already using an audio handler. All I did was add the letters 2D in front of the audio handler. That makes it positional. So now, if there's by default, Godot puts an audio listener in the middle of the screen, which is where the player is. Perfect. A plus. If a sound is happening at the edge of the screen, Godot will automatically make it quieter, free of charge. No further work needed from us. Audio stream player 2D. Music we're not going to do. We don't need positional audio for the music. It's always going to be the same volume. Yeah. And then I went ahead and because I am panicking a little, feel like I don't have enough time, I changed the artwork on the dispensers and then I made them use a tween to change the player's health instead of that stupid prompt where you just have to not play the game for like 10 seconds while it charges up. And if you do try to play the game, it'll punish you by quitting, or it won't quit, but it'll stop healing you and it won't refund you. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. So now, let me actually demonstrate. I tested this. I did this one time just to confirm it worked. We go get hurt. Not this way. I should make auto move go faster. Okay, we're hurt now. Let's go find a dispenser. Let's shoot that guy. No dispenser here. There's probably one in this room. No, but in this room. There, this is the dispenser. It's smaller than the player, which I don't care. And it's got a little green health symbol. I hope that sufficiently explains how it works. All right, so we're hurt. This will cost 25 energy to use, and it'll just heal us. And we can move around while that's happening, because that's how tweens work. Great. I think I have the tween backwards. I think I have it set to ease out. Maybe I want it to ease in. So the idea is that it heals more initially. The bar shoots up and then it slows down. It'll still get there in 2 seconds, but well, not 2 seconds. However much health you're short by, it'll get there eventually. Okay, let me go find somewhere to get punched on by a butterfly. Doesn't look like that eased at all. I don't know. Maybe I need to put the ease in front of the tween. Like something like that. That would make sense from a programmer standpoint. The reason I was doing it that way is because I typed in how do I do tweens and I read the AI instructions first, and the AI instructions told me to put the ease on the end. And shame on me. That's my bad. Okay, so this should heal fast and then it should slow down. Doesn't look like it matters. All right, whatever. Just gonna not worry about it. put that back. I'll look into that later. Maybe I'm missing something. Something for future me to worry about. Actually, that's something that I probably, it's not important. It's not important. Anyway, we need to, so I found a bug before I go into what I need to do. If you shoot a beam, or if an enemy shoots a beam at you, but you leave the level before it can finish its animation, it will crash. Easy fix. I'm not going to do it because I don't have time, but for me to work on, what I'm going to be working on is not this. I'm going to be working on getting the level generation finished. Then I'm going to implement an options menu. And that options menu is only going to have two things: sound bar, music bar. Set the volume. That's it. And then we're going to figure out how to do a zoom button if we have time. And if we don't have time, I'm scrapping this feature. Let's go. I need to make this split level. I started that and then I ran out of spoons to do this entire function. Thanks, past me. Really doing me a solid here. We need to have two strategies coming in, and that they're right here, pattern 1 and pattern 2. So what we do, oh, I see. We're deciding, are we doing a vertical split or a horizontal split of the map? If we're doing a vertical split like this, then we need the left side of the map and the right side of the map, and we implement pattern 1 on one of them, and we implement pattern 2 on the other, and we'll randomly pick which one goes where, because that keeps it interesting. And then otherwise, horizontal, pattern 1, pattern 2. And then we're done. No, we're not. We have one more thing to do, but we're close to done. A vertical split. Then split. This should be divided by 2. We take the working size, we divide it by 2. Plus the working space top left. So we need to we need to get our working top left, because this is a relative position. I thought you finished. Oh, that's funny. I've just been too distracted to actually finish the last 2 levels. So all the elements are there. All the elements for finishing the game are there. I could have easily finished at any time. I just haven't yet. Split. Nope. Working space dot top start. What is this? What is this? Position. What is position? The origin point is usually the top left corner. Okay. Why would it not always be the top left corner? Don't worry about it. So we have the working space size divided by 2. Then we make 2 rectangles. Var rect1 equals rect2i dot new. That's not how you define that. How do I make a rect? Oh no, that is how. From rect, I can make a rect2i from a rect2i. With its position and size set to vector 2i 0. I would rather pass in like this. Yeah. Okay. Top left loc. The size is a vector 2i. Split y, but we want to use the same x size as the working space. right? There we go. Vector var rect2 equals this same rectangle, but we're going to get the right side. So we need to add plus vector 2i. We're not moving along the x, we're moving along the y. Wait a minute. If this is a vertical split, that should be split x, not split y. Vertical split happens on an x-axis point, yes. Working space dot size x, no, split x. Zero. I did it. I did it wrong. Damn it. There we go. Okay. That gets us our two rectangles. I would like at this point to just verify that these rectangles are correct tangles. Print rect1, print rect2, exit. How do I quit? How do I terminate the assert false? Okay, and then to make sure that this triggers, we're going to go ahead and override our floor strategy 0. The room pattern is not a single room pattern. Equals split floor pattern dot new, and then we need to pass in a single room pattern. We're going to make a split floor pattern that's just going to be 2 single rooms for now. Yeah. Man, I made floor 0 really big. What did we output? 0 to 40 and 40 to 80. 0, 0. Size 40, 80, 40, 0, size 40, 80. I think that's right, because that 0, size 40 gets us from 0 to 39, 40 to 79. Yeah, okay, this is correct. And if you're not following along, just trust me, it's correct. And if it's not correct, then I hate myself. Let's go ahead, and now that we have these 2 rooms, the rest is easy. We just need to figure out which pattern we're applying to which rectangle. If okay, randi range 0, 1 equals 1. Pattern 1 var rect return 1. We'll get some rectangles from this. Don't mind me, I need to declare a lot of variables. Var rect 1. Okay. implement pattern. We need to pass in the level, which we have. We need to pass in a working space, which is going to be rect1. And we're done. Do the same for rect2. How did that happen? Else, do these but swapped. All right, we have the vertical split done now. Else, we're doing a horizontal split. That's going to look very similar to the same as the vertical split, except we're going to split y instead of the split x. No need to think about it. Turn off that brain. We're just going to mindlessly swap x and y. And we're done. All right, we now have these rooms. There was one more piece though. We got to connect them. There's no point in making these rooms and then not connecting them. So we need a connecting room. And we can probably just have a room. We can actually optionally take in a prefab. Connecting prefab is a prefab. Okay, that is an object type. Equals none. Null. Connecting prefab equals prefab. All right. Why is this a different color than this? Why is that? Okay, why is this warning? Integer division. That's perfectly fine. Okay. If we're a vertical split, let's find a point on the x-axis, vertical split. No, sorry. On the y-axis. So actually, I think I want to move this variable outside here because it's just easier. I don't have to do that math twice. So we have the split. Vertical split means we have the x point where that room is going to go. We need to find a y point. So we're going to randomly find one. Var random y. Randi equals randi range from working space size divided by 3 to working space dot size dot y 3 times 2. We're going to get a location somewhere in the middle of the map. No, 3. 3 was correct. And then, how do I want to do this? Because I have the top left corner of the prefab. I don't have the middle of the prefab. What do I get when I have a prefab? What can I get? Get dimensions. I can get dimensions. Yeah, okay, so we'll get the dimensions. Var prefab dimensions equals prefab.get dimensions. If prefab connecting prefab connecting prefab else prefab dimensions equals vector 2i 5 by 5. We just have a basic 5 by 5 room, which is very small. So we should use a prefab whenever possible, and I plan on it. We only need one, and we can make it as cool as we want. So we get this vertical split. We have the prefab dimensions. We want to move to the left half of the prefab dimension distance. For I in one range 100. Did I have a function for prefab? Like, is it find space? Oh, this just hunts randomly. I don't want that. I want to take this logic. No, we just did this loop. Let me get the func check space level size vector 2i. Why do I need the level size? Space. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We have this function here, var nope equals false. Thinking. Okay. So room dimensions is not a thing. So we're getting handed a room, and I need to check to make sure, is everything in that room null? And if so, we're good. And if not, then return false. Okay. I don't need to return random low. I can just return true. And if that's the case, we can just straight up return false. So all I need now is to figure out where I'm testing. The room location should have absolute coordinates. So room, that position, var, loc. That should be it. That should be a full function. So we got check space here. So all we have to do here is if check space put this in here. Level size. Do we have the level size? How do we get the level size? Do I need the level size? Maybe I don't need that because we're not using it. So all we need to do now is pass rect2i. And rect2i. So the random y is the thing I'm passing in. Vector to I. X is, I'm not sure what X is. Don't I have a split X? Yeah, split X minus prefab dimensions divided by 2. Oh my God, come on. Vector 2i prefab dimensions. I don't actually need the vector 2i. If check space is true, how do we tell this to actually implement the function? Get connection point, check space, find space, make connection, look up connection. What's the function that I call to make this happen? Create room? Why is that not abstract? Did I? That seems like a a blunder because I can't call it now because it's a prefab. Abstract func create room. And we need to pass in a bunch of stuff. The reason I probably did this is I was stressed out and I said, you know what, future me will know exactly what things to make abstract. I should rely on future me. I got it. What do you mean parameter with name vector2 has already declared its function? Do I do that? There we go. All right. So we call create room, which is a function that exists in this class now. Function check space was not found in base self. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to pass in the level. No. Autocomplete. Thank you. Okay, top left loc. That's the rect. That's this thing. Level. Why do I need to pass in the level size? I don't know the level size. Damn it. It occurs to me we should only do this if the prefab dimension, if connecting prefab exists. So we should just always pass in a connecting prefab. We should just always do that. Do I want to? I'm suddenly thinking like there's an easier way to do this just for testing, and then I can properly implement this when I have a prefab idea, because how am I going to connect the prefab on the left and the right if the prefab only has one connection point? I need to put the connection point on the top or the bottom of the prefab to do that, but that's only true if we're doing a vertical split. if we're doing a horizontal split, the connection point, if I put the connection point in the dead center of the prefab, then that should be fine. Okay, so whatever prefab I pass in here has to have a connection point in the dead center, or else I make no promises that it will work to myself. Level size. What do you mean invalid argument? Argument 1 should be vector 2i, but is rect 2i? What? Let me see that. How can that be? Top left loc. Oh, we don't care. We don't take a rect 2i. We just tell us where to start. I'm gonna write my room over wherever you tell me. I don't care anything about any rect 2i. Got it. Okay. We are a bull, and we will not be stopped by something simple like anything. Let's go ahead. When are we using random y? We should be using random y. How are we not using that? Did I mean to do that? Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Okay, but this needs to be dot x divided by 2. And then random y. That gets us the vector 2i. But this isn't just a vector. Okay. Vector 2i. There we go. Explicted a thing. Ah, I'm missing a prince. There we go. We're definitely using random y. That's right there. What do you mean not using? Why is this warning? Oh, integer division. That's what it was warning about? Okay, well, I'm glad that warning was there. Dot x. Level size. Okay, that creates the room. We need to draw a tunnel through it. Did I finish giving myself helper functions? Because I don't think we can use them. Look right for connection, look left for connection. The problem is if we do that, we're going to connect to ourselves. And I don't want that. So This is the kind of thing where if the prefab had 2 connection points, that would be better. Because I need to connect this on both sides. We can get the connection point, and then we can just draw a tunnel to the left and a tunnel to the right. Okay, so we have the room. We know where it is. It's here. Let's create a loc. Its location is going to be 1 to the left of the bounds of this rectangle. So that's going to be split this -1. Connecting prefab.get connection point. Yeah, get connection point is the function. .y. And we make that a vector 2, and that's our starting point. And then we go east. Sorry, we go west. So we, oh no. We need to subtract from x until we are until we hit floor, and then we draw a tunnel from there, and then we're done. Why did I call it I? Okay. Let's check the tile. Is there a way to check, like, is this floor? Because I need to check if it's floor, not just if it's a tile. I think my level gen helper has something like that. Oh, it's this. Nope, it's not that. Where is it? Tile type. That is the function. We go back to our split floor pattern. If we find floor, draw a tunnel to this location that we just found. Level gen dot generate tunnel from level walking start loc that's fine. We have drawn that. Break. Then we need to do so again on the right side. For I in range split x. First I need to reset the walking. Now, I should draw it to the connecting point, shouldn't I? Just to see what this results in. Oops. Because I need to visualize what I'm actually writing. I'm looking at numbers and letters, and that's not translating to grid. Okay. And we're done. We generate a tunnel to the left. We generate a tunnel to the right. We have connected to the level. If through some miracle we cannot connect the tunnel, I give up, because we've generated. There should be an entire level for us to connect to, theoretically. Not if we're passing into single room patterns, but if we pass in to of any other pattern, rogue floor pattern, then we're good. Oh, was there a better way to do this? Because I have the rectangles from both patterns. Could I have just done a comparison and been like, pick a point. Is there a rectangle on the left side and on the right side? That's that point? If so, we're good. If not, keep looking. I think I could have done that, and that would have been easier. Because then we can just draw a tunnel to that room, to the center of that room. I don't need to do any of this walking stuff and hoping and wishing. They don't actually have to be on the same. It doesn't have to be a straight tunnel. My generate tunnel function can generate an angled tunnel. So what if I just do that? What if I just I'm good. Like I can rely on that. Prefab ret prefab equals rect return prefab. Okay. So we just get a random room from the left side, we get a random room from the right side, and we connect them. Or we connect them to our prefab. And we're good. We can just keep it simple and then just have them connect to the connection point. So instead of all of this, this is fun. This is fun and complicated. I'm not sad that I wrote it, but for the randi room 1 equals rect return 1 randi range 0 to rect return 1 dot size. Okay, get 2 random rooms. Then we generate a tunnel. To the walking start loc. We could just use this rectangle, but it would be nice to get the connecting prefabs connection point. So that'll be there connect point equals connecting prefab dot connection point plus whatever the top left is for this thing. And we're done. We did it. What do you mean expected parentheses after thing? No constructor vec2i matches the signature, the thing that I just passed. Oh, it doesn't need to be a rect2i. This is a vector2i. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you think otherwise. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and do the horizontal split. X X, X. All right. Are we done? We did it? We're already done? Great. We go to take this return. Return all of the everything. We got rect return 1. Can I return, how do I return a bunch of arrays as a single array? Godot combine arrays. Append array. We're done. Cannot return value of call to append array because it returns void. What? All right, let's test it out. Do we get the thing that we hope for? No. Too few arguments for this new call. Expected at least 3, but received 2. Because I need to pass in the level size. Get floor size. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Invalid access to property or key. Why on base object of type nil? Because we're not passing in a prefab. Da, da, da. Instead of this being an optional variable, it's no longer optional, mandatory. And then we only have one prefab. Let's pass it in. Plant room dot new. Trying to assign a bool to a variable of type array rect 2i. On line 75. Why does it think this is connecting prefab create room? This returns a bool? It should return the array. Ah. Passed me. Ah, come on. Oh, we're returning if we were able to make a connection. Oh. Fair enough. It's okay. I don't need that rect anyway. We can just assume it. We can just assume it because we're cool. Let me go ahead and get the split 4 pattern. Instead of this being equal to that, what if instead, yeah, I'm going out on a limb here, but what if we just make a rect right now from, well, we have the exact location of it, and we have the size of it. Easy mode. And then, because this needs to be an array, what if we just sandwich it into the shape of an array? And it works now. Not only does it work, it's complaining anyway because I have to do this on both if statements. Okay. Rect 2i. Give me that. My mistake, you are an array, of course. Out of bounds, get on. Ah. Of course. And wait a minute, do I have to do that up here too? Yeah, I do. All right, all of that to get our split room. Okay, does this look like a split room to you? Oh, it does actually. No, it does not. Just kidding. That's our starting room. This is the second room. I don't know what this room is. Aha. So, question. This room I get. This is the starting room. And this room I get. But why is this? Is this what the game thinks is between? Okay. So, better way to test this is not to do this on level 0, because level 0 is kind of effed. Go ahead and take this. Comment that out. Comment that in. We're going to take this. We're going to make this level 1. And we're not going to pass in a single room pattern. We're going to pass in a rogue room pattern. Rogue floor pattern. Ite. Let's see what nonsense we get. This could break because that map is too small. All right. That is a room. So I don't know. In one of these directions, I'm gonna have to pass through a grove to get to the other half of this level. You know what I could do is make one of the patterns a rogue room pattern, but the other pattern a single room pattern, and then that kind of makes an excellent place to put the exit. Well, I see. Oh, that's just to a second grove. Where's the third grove? There should be a third grove. We're not done exploring, though. We're not done. It's entirely possible the grove is above us. Okay, this feels promising. I need to count the rooms. There should be 18 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't count as a room. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're well above 10. 11. Is this the split? Is this where the split was? There should be another grove, and that should be what splits us in half. So I'm a little confused. What would help is if I go to here, temporarily disable this. Okay. Oh, great. What would also help is if the split level pattern returned the level arrays separately. If I didn't have to combine them into a single array. Maybe if I could return like an array of arrays. Okay, this feels... Wait, why? That shouldn't happen. This should not happen. No, I commented there should only be one. How are there two? There's only one plant room. So how are there two plant rooms? I found a bug. All right, let's narrow this one down. Okay, there's a plant room. Yeah, and that's correct. That is the correct deal. So is the top one of the rogue floor patterns and the bottom the other rogue floor pattern? Because that's the only way this setup makes sense. If that's the case, there should be no rooms. It's possible that this is just weird because the map is so small. If I make the map like twice as big, this should make it should be a lot easier to tell where the split is. But I do feel like this works. This is doing what I told it to. We're just not happy with the with RNG. We're just not happy with RNG, but we can't be mad at RNG. I mean, we can be mad at RNG. We can't. What am I gonna do? Throw a die out? We can make our prefab symmetrical so that we don't end up with a back door like this. Can we find a green key? There it is. Okay, I only see one grove, so didn't reproduce that bug. And I would like to be able to separate out the room recs so that I can make sure that I do something like I put the player on one side and I put the exit on the other side to guarantee that they have to pass through. So I need to do that. Whatever it takes, I need to make that possible. If that involves jank code, we're going to jank code town. I haven't even found it yet. Does it even exist? I feel like I've explored everything. How is there no grove? That shouldn't be possible. Okay. Okay, we gotta do some debugging because this isn't an optional number of groves. We should always have one. We should not have two. We should not have zero. So first of all, let's get print split for vertical split. Why didn't it print anything? Oh, because I'm not there yet. Like, this isn't the split for. What are you doing? Well. Not a split, not a vertical. So we're a horizontal split. So that means the grove should be between. Oh, that doesn't mean anything actually. I need to I need to put more prints than that. I'm gonna trust that this code is all working. Print. Do I ever break out of this return? Oh, I never break. That means we end up doing this 100 times. That's a problem. Print creating a room horizontal split. Vertical split. All right. Oh, right. It can fail. And that's because the level is too small. So we really tried to make a grove. We tried 100 times. I think it succeeded though. Because I don't see 100 print lines. I see like a number less than 100. We're a vertical split. Yes, okay, so that is... Did not get the polarity backwards on that. Interesting tiny room. Okay, so there's an entire other floor that we can't access because the grove never got placed. Unless... No. Yeah, okay. Easy solution. We make this level bigger. Actually, what we could try is a single room pattern, circular room pattern. That way it'll stand out. Okay, we placed a grove. It took 5 attempts, but you know. That's why we put in a loop, try 100 times. Oh, and here it is. Oh, this is the round room. Okay. Yeah, we connected. We shouldn't connect to the connection point. We should connect to the center of the room. We should ignore the connection point. Yeah. Oh. Well, let's comment that out and try a different one. Do we have... I don't want the connection point. Come on, brain. I don't have time to not be able to think. I don't have time for this. I gotta go faster. We got the connection point. It needs to be the center of this rectangle. The center of this rectangle is located at, believe it or not, we've already determined that because we created a room here. That doesn't feel right. That's really where we put the create room? Okay. But I need to add half the room dimensions. All right, and then we just take this logic because we have to do it in the horizontal split as well. Let's try that. Let's see how that looks. The idea is that we cannot get to the exit. I shouldn't say exit. We cannot get to the round room without the Grove key. And then, like I was saying, oh, there's the Grove key. Now we just have to find the Grove door. There's the terrain scanner to help us out. And let me guess, it didn't get placed. That seems more unlikely, but... yeah, I don't see it. Not only that, I don't see the exit. That shouldn't be. So this is a vertical split. So there's like 40 by 80 map. Let me just, where are we? We're at 541. Oh, what did I click? Okay, so yeah, the aspect is right. This is the edge of the rogue level design. So the entire right side of there's an entire right side of the map where we could have put, maybe what I need to do is increase this from 100 attempts to like 500 attempts. It seems unlikely that we would be unable to find. Come on. Come on. I mean, we found it pretty quick that time. Let's try again. I don't know why I'm doing this, because, like, I've already agreed. The map is too small. Oh, I am limiting myself, though. Because I'm only doing this, the 2/3, 1/3 to 2/3 of the way through. So we could get unlucky. If I made this like 1/10 to 9/10. Also, I should list the iterations. New. Instantly, we got it the first try. Try again. I don't think we got it. I don't think a vertical split happened. What if we make this bigger? I don't mind making it a little bigger. First try. All right, try again. First try. Okay, try again. If we get this 5 times in a row, I'm gonna say it was the level size. And also I'm gonna marvel at the fact that like 80 by 80, second try, I'll still count that. 80 by 80, well, 120 by 120 is 50% larger than 80 by 80, so I shouldn't say anything. Third try, all right. Okay. That I get. I was waiting for this to happen because, well, we do return this as a, uh-oh. These guys are leaking out of the level? They shouldn't be. Because we are returning that room as a room rect, and then when we're placing the player, we're saying, give me all the room rects. I'm going to put the player in one of them. But we're not being judicious in which one. Okay. Let me try reducing this to 100 by 100 and see how lucky we are. But I'm also going to, at the same time, this returns room pattern. Is that locked in what we're returning? We are returning an array of rect 2i. It would be really handy if we could make this an array of variant instead. We'll just make this an array. Can we do that? No, we have to call it variant. And then we can return an array of arrays for our split floor pattern. And then go up here. What do you mean nested typed collections are not supported? You stupid. That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. All right. And then for the purposes of keeping this intact, I don't know how deep I want to be experimenting with this. We'll just put a 0 here. Only string name or string name can be used as index for type split floor pattern, but received in what? I'm talking about the return. Room pattern equals room pattern 0. Only string or string name can be used as index for type split floor pattern. But this is. Oh, what am I? No, go. Stop it. I'm indexing the wrong thing. I want to index this. There we go. My bad. Bum, 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 bum. I don't want my floodlight to be in a wall. We instantly found it. Good. Good. I'm fine with making this level 100 by 100. I'm fine with that. Or I should say, I'm fine with the split floor pattern being 100 by 100. Okay. We need to find the green key. It's going to be on this side. 1, 100% chance. Oh, okay. We still need to find the green key. There it is. All right, and if we go in there, we'll find a round room. An empty round room at that, because the level gen wasn't told to put anything in there, so it didn't. Interesting that this goes down. Alright, so I need to go into the generate room function and override this. I thought it would be cute to not override that, but it actually ruins my plans. We're almost done though. We've almost implemented the split floor pattern. And we should celebrate that. I'm not going to use it for this level. Let me go to the prefabs. It's this one, right? Create room is probably defined here. Yeah, and we need to override that and say if not override why is this not the color? Why is it not colored? Whatever. That's all I needed. Now we need to go to the single room, nope, the split room pattern. And when we're making this prefab create room, we pass in a true. Now let's see how lucky we are with the putting the prefab in the world. Oh, it took a lot of time. It took 21 attempts. Okay, but we still got it. Maybe 100 by 100 is not perfect. Okay. Vertical split, so it must be on the left side. Because, I mean, it must be. This must be it. Yeah, okay, we have the key. Oh, it added another door. Very handy. And look at that. It works. Let's do this a few more times just to see how many iterations it takes. Three. I like that. Two. Good. One. Perfect. Okay, yeah. No, this is great. So we can now add extensions to our grove. If we make the grove symmetrical, we can also block the trees. Not that I had intended for the grove to be the connecting. Anyway, done. If I need to, I can create like a 5x5 like room connector. Pass that in as a prefab. That will be an easy mode connector, which is yeah, that's fine. I would like to undo all of the things I did to level 1, because I don't think level 1 should be a split floor. And I do like these gouges. I do like them. What was I doing with this? Okay. Let's get our 2 plant rooms back in. Let me confirm that this works. Let me confirm that the game still happens. I need to put a priority on fixing the generation of items in levels so that they don't generate on top of other items, because that is... Well, that's a problem. That needs to stop happening. Okay, there are 2 groves on this level. I just need to find one. I sure hope this takes me there. Nope. This is one of the gouges. Oh. Welcome to the chat, C Code Games. Hello. I will find you. This feels like this is the way. Oh, okay. Connected to empty door. Nope, this can't be. This is one of the gouges too. Oh, I need to make the map smaller. It's 100 by 100. Make it 80 by 80. I might make it like 70 by 70. No, 80 by 80. 80 by 80. I trust that. I trust that size. Where are the groves? There's 2 of them. They better not be like in the corner touching each other. If they are though, you know, amazing level gen, 10 out of 10. But did I get a motion scanner? Oh, I got the terrain scanner. What am I doing? Wandering around in the dark. All right, that's a gouge. I'm concerned because we made the connection optional. We added that parameter that like, or override connection. Like we've somehow busted the level gen. I don't see it. Where is it? Where's the groves? I added them, right? All right, let's debug this boy. If override connections is false, that's the problem. Damn it. Well, my instinct was correct. My instinct to test this was correct. Okay, let's go find... Ooh. Terrain scanner. Is this it? No. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't have a key. There it is. What about Second Grove? Seriously, what about Second Grove? Is it up there? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Well, what is up here? Nothing. Oh. Oh, the groves are connected. Okay. Psh. Great. That is legally allowed. That is legally permitted. Okay, anyway. Implemented split floor pattern. Now we need to implement the huge rogue pattern. We don't need to implement this huge dead end tunnel grid. That we've already done that through the density parameter. Is this a GitHub plugin? No. This is Godot. Or this? No, this is Git, but it's not GitHub. It is locally stored. It has that built in. No. This is a plugin. This is a plugin. Yes. I misunderstood. We have to implement the big rogue floor pattern. This one is going to be pretty simple. We're going to take the rogue floor pattern, copy it in its entirety. Didn't I just make this function? Where did I put it? Oh. I made it in the wrong spot. We're going to take this function, copy in its entirety, big rogue floor pattern. Instead of single room pattern, we're going to say rogue floor pattern here. Okay, and then we're also going to multiply this by a big number. All right, now what we can do, theoretically, we should be able to just say big rogue floor pattern. Make this like 200 by 200. We'll get 81 rooms. Oh, that took some loading. There was some loading time there. I think my computer, I think I've hit the resource limit. This strategy is not the best for computers. we could tone it down. We could tone it down instead of doing because the way I did it was like super fast. Oh, it's super sparse because there's so much floor space. Instead of doing a 9x9 grid of 9x9 grids, we could do a 4x4 grid of 9x9 grids. That is not difficult to do. And it's easier on the computer. I'm a little concerned though, because this is just a 200 by 200 map. So like, I don't know what the resource constraint is. I assume it's because the tile map layer can only have so many tiles in it, and we've put the most amount of tiles that we could possibly put in it. Yeah, like, look at those frames. And my graphics card is kicking in. Which, for this kind of game, that's not a good sign. This may be the limit of what we are allowed to do in Godot. And I shouldn't blame Godot, because you've seen how sloppy my code is. And if you haven't seen how sloppy my code is, this is a game jam game. I'm coding sloppy. There are absolutely ways we can optimize. We can squeeze 5-10% performance in places. Oh man. All right. That scares me because this is my computer, but I want this to be able to play up on phones. So my computer's a lot better than a phone in terms of just raw power. I haven't tested this game on a phone yet, and I actually don't plan on doing that. I just like the idea. So what I'm going to do is take this divider. We're going to make it divide by 2 instead of divide by 3. Oh, and we're done. Okay, that was easier than I thought it would be. All right. Can we... Now I feel like I need a frame rate counter. So there was not a load time there. My graphics card is running. This is a bit slow. I wouldn't say this is as bad. I would say this is playable. The draw cells are important on phones, especially smaller, older stuff. That's, I assume, going to be the primary performance. It could be our visibility handler is also like, it could be more efficient. I know how to write it in a more efficient way, and I should say more efficient. I don't mean like the most optimal thing, because I'm sure there's a hyper optimized. I shouldn't say hyper. There's a true optimized way to handle mapping light and all of that I just don't have the brain for. But like there is a naive, more optimal way to do what I did, and that's use a hash map. All right. So I think this is better. This does give us 4 times 9, 36 rooms to play with. And if I do want, like, I can always implement the huge rogue floor pattern, but I only have 7 levels planned out for this, and I kind of have an idea for what that's going to look like, and none of them are. This is as big as it gets. So that's good. We're done. In quotes, I put in quotes because now we need to actually implement the strategy. It involves atlasing textures and reducing shader counts. That makes sense. Well, shaders are probably a massive performance hit. I'm going to go ahead and... I definitely don't notice performance issues when the floor size is this big. So I do think it has something to do with the tile count. But anyway, let's implement floor strategy 6 and 7. Floor strategy 7 is going to be a placeholder because the actual floor strategy 7 is going to be a prefab, entirely prefabbed. And I have to construct that. Floor strategy 6, welcome aboard. What did I have written down? I think this is the number that are unpowered, so we want to make that. We want to make this number escalating. We can actually say even 95% of doors are unpowered. Default add doors. I actually want to add more than 250 doors, so we probably want to override this function. Or I could do this. Door freak int 250. And then in floor strategy 6, 1000. I need to add big enemies. We're done with the rogue eyes. We're done with the crab bots. We're done with the orb bots. Dog bots can stay. Snakes, no. For eye in range, rand eye range, 20, 40, mob list dot append, big worm dot new. What is it actually called? Giant worm. For eye in range, rand eye range, 20 to 40, mob list dot append, giant worm dot new. Nope. Big robot. There we go. I don't think I need this, but I will add it anyway. What's the biggest weapon that I have? I actually can look at my notes. Can I look at my notes? There we go. Energy cannon B. Active camo. No, we don't need that. Let's just add 2 of these. Okay, and then room strategy 7. Floor strategy 7. That's not correct. Floor strategy 7. Let's take floor strategy 1. Oh man, why is floor strategy 1 so big? You should be like 80 by 80. 800 by 800 actually. That's what I meant to say. Floor strategy 1, there you are. Floor strategy 7, you should also be 80 by 80. Actually, we should be even smaller. 60 by 60. We're going to use the rogue floor pattern. We don't need this. We don't need this. Add primary exit. We're going to add final exit instead. And then the starting enemies list is going to be big robots and giant worms. And that's it. No other enemies. None of that. We can keep everything else. Yeah. All right, let's play. Let's actually play this game for the first time. This didn't count. This is fine. Okay. Damn it. Let me get the oxygen tank. All right, we're not going in the grove. I don't need this, and I will take the motion tracker because I'm just gonna try and slip by all the enemies. Not that way. Then again, there could be an exit in there. Oh, I do want the terrain scanner to get through level 3. I want to design the maps in a way that you don't need items to like get through them without getting frustrated. But the items are there specifically so that it'll make certain sections of the game easier. So I need to make sure that the player has the opportunity to get a terrain scanner before level 3. Oh, both groves are attached to each other. I love when that happens. Level 2. Oh, I never added a level meter. Metal shield. It'd be nice to find... Okay, we got the battery. It'd be nice to find the energy shield. Okay. There it is. I think I need a bigger gun. Why did that crash? No! 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 If the tool list dot size is greater than the number of tool slots. The array is size 5. How did we get here? We tried to activate a tool, but we had 5 tool slots. So we activated the tool because we are unequipping. Oh shoot. Okay, so we should only update this if it won't result in... We shouldn't have asserted false here. We should have just returned. We should have just been like, nah, I give up. Damn it. Oh, jeez. All right. Oh, did I implemented big rogue floor plan and floor strat 6 and 7 placeholder? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, come on. You collect 50 iron. Ooh, grove key. We're getting fruit. One of the things I thought about Polish Edition is to add a bunch of decoration just for the grove. So like green, little splatches of green grass or mushrooms. I think mushrooms make more sense, but only in the grove. And a little water sprinkler. And, you know, I could spend half a day doing that, and then I'd be half a day shorter on this game jam. So I absolutely will not do that. One guy from Canada who was live streaming all huffy about his methods in his Space Fighter game. No pooling system and 1450 draw calls. You know, optimization is hard. Optimization is hard. That's a hard one. A lot of slime. And I don't have a weapon. Oh, no, okay. Double crit. Oh, and a better weapon. Excellent. Drop 3. This weapon consumes more energy, but it does slightly more damage. But is that worth it? I think I made it so that there's no breakpoint where that's worth it. But it's a cool weapon, so... Oh, and I'm also almost dead. Oh, wait, this is the healing fruit from the Martian tree. Okay, I think I need to bail. Nope, don't take that with you. I want to add a recycler item. I want to add something where you can take the garbage that you're getting and send it in, but that requires time. I need to add a vending machine replicator kind of thing. I need to do that because I can't finish my progression plans without it. So I will be doing that, but every other idea that I have for like polishing / improving this game, no time, it's not happening. It's getting cut. I want to focus squarely on finishing what I can finish. 5, 7, 7. Part of the reason is because this is the last day that I will have where I can spend the entire day coding. Is that a better weapon? It is. Okay, power that door up. And I don't have a lot of confidence that I'll be able to work Tuesday and Thursday, and that's it. Those are the only 2 days after today that I have left to like properly commit. And I have worked those days, so it's not like I can give my full energy at those days. And I need to polish the crap. We don't even have an options menu. We're going to be doing that before I turn off the stream. And I'm running out of time. So, you know, that to-do is coming up. But I need to work on the new player experience because, you know, I've gotten muscle memory for this game. And that's scary. This game does not teach you how to play it at all. Like, I think we can assume that the player will figure out, you press the arrow keys to move. I think we can include a little like message at the top that says use the arrow keys to move, and then be done with that. But like, how do you open your inventory? You press the I key. How do you drop stuff? You press the R key. No, you press the D key. How do you take stuff off? You press the R key. Did you know you can shift move? If you don't play Rogue and you're not a roguelikeologist, too bad. You're just gonna have to move like this. Which, you know. That's just authentic, baby. Isn't there an energy shield on this level? Who am I asking that? I'm the one who put it there. I'm the only one who can answer that question. Energy shield, where are you? I need to add more spawners on this level and maybe not put this level on level 2. Maybe this should be level 5. Level 2, I have an idea for what level 2 should be. I have an idea. I'm going to keep that to myself. Alright, no shield for me. Ooh. We get the 16 kilowatt sharp laser. And the enemies definitely drop too many batteries. Or do they? I haven't decided yet. And we have plenty of oxygen fruit. Come on. I need to spend at least one day fixing the level gen so that items don't spawn on items and mobs don't spawn on mobs, etc. and so on. Oh, I'm out of energy. Okay. I'm like, there's no way I missed that many laser shots. Turn on the... All right. What is that room to the left? Let's go find out. I wish there was a better interface for powering doors, but I'm not smart enough to be the one to make that. I want to spend like an entire week just adding decor. I feel like that could improve things. Just adding like little shrooms, adding lights everywhere, adding rocks. The art pack that I'm using even has some already, so it would not be that much of a burden. Oh, hold on, let me actually make sure this... eat that. Grab this battery. Okay. Oh, that's an even better gun. Drop this eye, get that, put it in. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Damn it. Oh, that's another floodlight. I need that. We can drop the terrain scanner and grab this. All right, this level's too big. Oh boy. Yeah, too many batteries. Definitely need to cut that down. It'd be better if like batteries came from a replicator and then you just turn in your currency into batteries. And then if you need oxygen, you got to find an oxygen dispenser. And I'll put those in prefabs, which means I can gate access to them via keys. I might need to tune the oxygen tank, because that number I picked out of a hat and I have no idea what the right number is. Maybe it needs to be I might be in trouble actually, because I don't have any source of oxygen. This room is very big. I have this hydro cell. That's the only oxygen I get. Something just occurs to me. Let me check something. The sound handler is supposed to have every level sound, and I didn't set one up for level 6 or level 7. So what if I do 6, 7? You all have the same music. I learned that I can change the code while the thing is running and it'll like update, which is real cool. Stupid rogue kestrels, they are very hard to hit. All right, let's get out of here. I should probably have a message that says like, welcome to level 5 when you hit level 5, and welcome to level 4 when you hit level 4. Because I've already lost track of what level I'm on. And I'm also almost out of oxygen. Oh boy. Don't die now. Oh, that's the biggest gun. I'm in danger. Come on. Well, I'll know when I'm at level 6 because I'll be fighting giant worms. Da, 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 da. Let me remove the metal shield and put in this cell so that I have some supplemental oxygen. Oh, that's oxygen fruit. Yeah. Get that. Didn't I update this? Oh, I never set the floor strategy for this. Whoops. I just assumed that I'd already set that up, but actually it makes sense that I didn't. Can I just like can I just rewind? No. All right. Well, I know that this floor strategy sucks, and I should just make it smaller. What if I make it not a square? Like that. Nope, like that. And then, sure. Okay, can I just get out of here? Nope. Dum da dum 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 da dum. Okay, a battery. I wouldn't mind like making batteries twice as good and then making them super rare. I would rather have that than just like an inventory is always full of batteries and you're just kind of expected. Just got to deal with the fact that every 10 shots with the biggest gun you got to reload. It's tedious, it's annoying, you got to do it. That's how you play games. Don't poison me, don't poison me, don't poison me, don't poison me. Hey, didn't get poisoned. I am almost dead. And I'm still using the starting laser. Oh no, these guys have 30 hit points. I'm doing 3 to 4 damage per shot. This definitely is not the best weapon. Okay. Oh. Bailed out by luck. Should there be consequences for using the biggest gun? Yes. Like your energy running out. And then you're at risk of just if you have no energy, you can't do anything. Is that happening right now? No, not at all. I have too many batteries and 12 hit points. Can this be? Yeah. Welcome to level 4. There's the exit already. Get out. Welcome to level 5 or 6. What comes after 4? 10? My GPU is not happy. It is crying right now. A bunch of empty rooms. Oh, they're all in this room, huh? Oh, okay, this is level 6. Why are they all in one room? Please hold while I blast everything from a distance. A bug that I need to fix. Oh, and I've used all my energy. Oh my goodness. Why are they all in one room? Did I copy the wrong code? There were so many other rooms you could have put dudes in. So many. Like this one? GPU screaming. Okay, so 200 by 200 is too big. Oh, this is the big rogue strategy, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, do I return the room Rex in big rogue strategy? I think I just glossed over that. Yeah, if I don't, then yeah, there's only a handful of rooms. Only a quarter of the rooms are eligible for anything to spawn in. The rest of the rooms are going to be empty because there's no reference to them. Hello. Okay, so there's something wrong with what I've done. I've done a thing that no one should have done. That's too many dudes. That's too many. Oh, I'm actually out of power. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not like this. Hey, you're not supposed to be able to shoot me if you can't see me. Oh, God. This is where I die, isn't it? Whatever. Let's fix that bug. And then assume that things are fine. So instead of doing what I did, var subroom list equals that. For room and sub room list room. Okay. Let me just make sure my to-do list, I'm not missing anything, because I got the options menu and figuring out the zoom button, and that's it. I'm going to press the M key and we're going to zoom out. And then pressing any key will zoom us back in. So we're just going to have a mode zoom, or I'll call it map. Mode map. We press the M key, we switch to mode map. Mode map says make the camera twice as far, and then switching out of mode map says the camera go back What? That's the bug that I was talking about. We can't leave while there's a beam on the map. I need to fix that bug. And I also need to make floor 6 smaller. In the hopes that that eases the performance problems. But it probably won't, because I think that's a tile count thing, not a map size thing. But also, huge maps are boring anyway. Alright, we'll get the bigger gun, because there is a world where it matters. Oh, that's not what I meant. Drop hand laser, equip the floodlight, turn on the light. I can see. I was thinking as an alternative to the map button, this would be a feature. I could press a button and it will highlight where the exit is if you've seen it. Because that's basically why I want the map button. Oh, I thought we got the key. Oh, we can't get the key. It's locked. Never mind. Because my real question is, when I'm playing this, how do I leave? I also need to give myself a reason for collecting all of this iron. Ah, the other grove. At least they're not connected to each other. Nope. Consume that energy fruit. Wasn't there oxygen fruit? Yes, there was. Okay. Now, the way this is structured, each level has a progressively better weapon for me to get. And if I don't get it, it's not the end of the world, but the game does become more challenging. And that's okay, because that gives me the most opportunity to make the weapon a valuable reward, but not a guaranteed reward. If what I've said is fully accurate. So now we have the laser rifle. This consumes a fair bit more power than the hand laser. Like this consumes 7, and this consumes more than 7. 12? Yeah, it looks like 12. So if it takes 2 hand laser shots to kill something, it's better to use the rifle. It's more energy efficient, but it's an energy efficient of like 10 to 15 energy, which it adds up over time, but you don't feel it as a player. It doesn't feel rewarding to make the right decisions. I don't know how to fix that. I think the way I would fix that, if I had time, which I don't, but if I did, what I would do is I would add another variable to weapons to have like if you use this weapon optimally, this variable goes up. And then how that appears, I don't know off the top of my head. Like getting efficient kills gives you better drops. Like I don't know. Okay, that's something I could do. The higher the you overkill an enemy, the less drops they give, the less chance they have of a drop. But I don't know how to represent that. Okay, I just want to find... Oh, I have a laser rifle. I want to... find the stairs then, because there's no energy cannon on this level. There's the stairs. Get out of here. And I could take this stairs, but no energy cannon, so I'm at risk. 3, get the floodlight on, drop the shield, drop the biogel thing, drop the laser, because it's definitely too small at this point. And the 12 kilowatt rifle is also like not going to be cutting it when I get to level 6 and level 7. Not even cutting it right now. Oh shoot, I need to spend time and normalize the audio too. That's another thing I need to be doing. I could probably get away with doing that on Monday. I can do non-programming tasks on Monday. Oh, I don't have enough power? If I get the... Oop, why am I moving like that? If I get the You Win screen, and then I get the options installed, I'm going to, at the end of the stream, try and publish this on itch. And then... Oh, why is the performance doing that? Oh, this is even worse. I thought I made the levels smaller. This gun is too small. It's no match. It's no match. I'm gonna try and publish on itch, and then I'll if you know how to find it, you're welcome to find it. If not, I'll post the link in my YouTube description for this video. Oh no, I'm gonna get crushed. Why is the performance this bad? I don't think I'm going to get the U win screen, but you know what? I'm not going to hold it against the game. I need to implement messages, and I need to say something to the effect of like, I hope you brought a 40 kilowatt or better weapon at this point, so that if the player is getting crushed, they can be like, well, maybe I need to go back and find a better weapon. I think if I'm doing anything on Thursday other than playtesting my game, I'm in trouble. Oh no, I'm also in trouble right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn it. Whatever. Let's test the options menu. Okay. Where's my game? Or where's Godot? Okay. So we need to create a new interface. Options. It needs to be below the main menu UI. Canvas group, canvas layer, actually. Options UI. I did not do any research on how to make this the most efficient way possible, and I should have, because seems like a very common problem that game developers need to solve. I need a graphic, color rect, texture rect. What did I forget to do? Don't worry about it. I'm just going to add a color rect 2D. Gradient 2D. Oh, I need to draw a main menu. Oh, I got things to do. Can we make this like gray to white? How do I set the colors? That's fine. This feels like a good spot for the options. We zoom in. And I need 2 bars. And I need them to be draggable. So what options do we have? button control. What's under control? So we have a base button, line edit. Oh. While I think about that, I'll be right back. Okay. Now, I could just keep looking at this, and I'll eventually find the answer, or Godot volume slider. How do I do? Oh, I could watch this YouTube video, or I could go to this forum post that says, here's the best way to do it. According to the forum post, which we're about to see, there's an official GD script. Okay, I know how to do it. I know how to adjust like the audio thing, because there's a function. There are two functions. There's one where you pass in the decibel level of the audio player, and then there's one where you pass in a number from between 0 and 1, and it will interpolate the decibel level, because no one thinks of volume in decibels. No normal person thinks of volume. What volume is that at? Oh, 16 dB. Like, no one says that. They're usually like, it's at 80%, it's at 11, it's at 4. But how do I do that in a UI format? Let's click this. Oh, and this takes to a video. All right. I just want to know the UI element. Do I make a texture progress bar, and then where I click, we set the progress to? Is that what I do? Oh, good. This person is having the exact problem I'm having right now. Please allow Reddit to load. Take inspiration from other games. That's not... But, no, I like... Oh, Google is your friend? What amazing. Thank you. Yes, thank you. What UI element should I look at to implement this? You'll need an options menu if you have options. Did someone miss some options? What is the... Who are these... What are these useless answers from useless people? Oh, God. I don't... It's not a hard... This shouldn't be... Godot UI slider. Should I just type slider and see what happens? H slider or V slider? Let's go with H slider. Oh, sorry, I have to click. And then I name it. Where is my H slider? Maybe we should make this black. This looks correct. I'm assuming there's a way I can like add graphics to it. How do I make this look like a thing that I would appreciate? Because I don't see anywhere to add like a texture. Maybe I want it to be blue. How do I make it blue? Godot. Make it blue. Customize its appearance by creating a new style box flat resource for the grabber area and slider background under the theme override styles in the inspector. I don't know any of those words. None of those words. AI, get out of here. Looking for a slider seems to throw up. Maybe we need to watch that video. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe the secrets that I want to learn are in a YouTube video, and I just don't have the patience to do that while I'm streaming. Rich text label. Oh, that's not how I do that. All right. Sound volume. Music volume. Okay, and then we need to add a button to make the options menu go away. Oh my gosh, where is it? Up here? Yeah, of course it is. Where's the texture for this? Oh. Oh, did I just have it hidden for... Oh, that's the label. No, H slider. Was there a texture that I just missed? No, I mean I see the theme override. Ah, there it is. Okay, I can change the icon. Okay. Perfectly fine leaving that alone as is. In fact, perfectly fine just leaving that alone entirely. Let's get this button textured. I will add the Godot button. Can I make it small, please? Scale. 0.25. Make that small. Done. Okay, now all I have to do is hook up these sliders to the volume control, and the way we do that will become apparent when we type it into Google and Google tells us. Just kidding. When we type it into Docs here and Docs tell us. Do we have to do it in code? I'm perfectly happy doing that. What we can do is, okay, so first of all, close options button. We need to set this button up to make the options menu close. Let's go into the main script. Let's see how we set up our buttons. Quit game button press. Oh, that's probably all set up in the init, isn't it? Or in the ready. All the buttons are set up here, yeah. So let's get the close options button. Let's make that exist. Close options button dot pressed dot connect close options button press, and then down here in the depths of our main function, func close options button press options UI dot visible equals false. Whoops. Yeah, that feels like that works now. That feels like magic will happen if I had been smart enough to hide the options first so that I can click the button to make the options show up and then make it go away. All right, we can do that. We're there. We're 50% of the way done with this problem. We need to connect the sliders now. And I need to name them something appropriate. Music slider. Sound slider. And we're done. Nope, I'm just kidding. I was gonna suggest putting them at 50% by default. $50. You know, that feels like a good middle ground. We can just leave these rich text labels untouched name-wise because I don't care. No, be fair to future me. Sound volume label. Music volume label. Close options label. We're done. Let's go into main. We need to add these sliders to our ginormous thing of nonsense. Music slider dot, what options do we have? Drag ended. I mean, I guess actually I don't want it to be on drag started or drag ended. I want it to be like on update. Range. Oh, range has a signal. Value changed. No, I'm cool with this being a performance mess. Because I want that to update like every frame. dot connect. Update music volume. Func update music volume. Music slider dot. How do I get the value? It's value, isn't it? There we go. Sound handler dot adjust volume. Boom. All right, now we go to the sound handler because we just invented a function and now we have to make that not an inventation. Inventation, not the word, invention. Adjust music volume. What are we passing in? I hope it's a float. Value. Music player dot. One of these is the function. Volume linear value. Let me just check to see what this is expecting. dB to linear, linear to dB. Can you tell me a little more? Actually, no, we cannot. That's the best we get. Can we check linear to dB? Convert some linear energy to decibel. From 0.0 to 1.0. Okay, so we need to make the volume go from 0 to 1. Which is what I expect. Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. The step can be 0.01. There we go. We're all good. Everything's good. Let's move on. Back to the sound handler because we need to implement. I'm gonna assert that this is a float, and if it's not, I don't know why I'm asserting that here. If this is not, then we're doomed. Equals value. All right, and then we just copy this function. We make it the same for sound. And then in our main function, all right. Let me just simply take this, copy it over. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Let me hide the options. Let me put on my headset so I can actually listen to this work. I'm so confident I'm going to pipe this into the stream. Audio. Yeah, audio is in. It's very quiet. Let me turn that up. All right, well, let's see if the... Nothing. I can't click on this. Because this thing is too big. Get out of the way. Oh my god. All right. Whatever. You're out of the way now. Do you hear that? Do you hear... What? Why? Does it sound like the music volume is adjusting? Because it does not sound like it to me. Let's debug this. Go to the sound handler. Okay. Nothing. I'm not even getting this thing being called. Oh. That's not correct. Value changed. Is there a way for me to see what the value... I think there is. If I do this... No. Remote main. Let me go to this one. Sound slider. Okay. It's at 0 right now. Oh, also I need to pipe in the audio. Value is changing. Why isn't the signal being emitted? Could it be possible that I'm calling the wrong function? All right. Music slider, update music volume. Print, I'm happening. Do I need to pass in, like, you done with the game? No. Do I need to pass in a variable for this to catch? Like, is it because I'm not doing this? Godot connect to signal that has parameters. I'm looking for the connect. Godot connect to value changed. That's what I'm doing. Am I doing it wrong? How do I get the value? Godot get value from signal. So where's the connection for this? connect. Ah, okay, it's a parameter. So I need to grab that maybe via like flag, value. What? Tick timer is a variable. Dot connect. How does what? How do you connect signals? This doesn't look like. I thought, okay, so this is the signal, so I should connect to it and pass in the function. Flags int 0. Okay, that's not necessary. Okay. This must be an old version of Godot or something. Can't this is a value out of a signal? That's, yeah. Connect player position get signal. Okay. What is player position in this code? I thought that was the name of the function. Get signal goal position. If I just add a param to this function and I don't do anything else, if I just like param value float, does that fix it? Oh, no, we can't do that. Adjust volume doesn't exist. I'm very certain it does. Oh. Right. My bad. But also, hey, it crashed calling this function, which means that was the problem. We were trying to signal to a function that did not accept params. Oh, let me go ahead and... Cool. We did it. Now, a little more complicated. I want to be able to access the options from the game. And opening it is easy. I just press escape. But how do I pause the game until we press close? I think what I can do, first of all, we need to define project settings. Boom, 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 boom. P options. Add, escape, close, and then we go to our main and we say, hey, where is our input handler? There it is. We don't care what the mode is. If you press escape, we're opening up the options menu and we're not pausing the game. if event is input key, if event dot is action pressed, p options. What's that function? Options button press. All right, that should be it. Damn it. All right. I actually don't. Let me hold on. Let me start over. Actually remember to connect the audio. There we go. It doesn't sound louder when I turn it up. It could be. This is a mistake I just realized I'm making. It could be that we're not setting the volume in the sound handler. And we really should up here. Volume linear. Okay, and then sound player dot volume linear equals 0.5. Done. It's a lot quieter now. We can turn it up. We can turn it down. Let's play the game. Hold on, I want to adjust the sound. Hold on, I don't like this track. I'm going to turn off the sound. I changed my mind. This is actually the best one. Picking up items is annoying. I'm turning that sound off. All right. We did it. Implemented options menu. Done. Skip. Done. Done. Let's figure out that zoom button. So what I'm gonna do is add a new button. PMAP. M for map. And then I'll just be satisfied with if we can zoom out to like 300%. And then if we press any button, it cancels. So we need to add a new game mode. Map. Oh no, I'm running out of time again. Is this the move? Yeah, this is game mode move. So we only want to allow this in move mode if event.is action pressed p map zoom out. Oh, actually, input mode enums.gamemode.map. elif input mode equals enums.gamemode.map. If event is input key event key and event dot pressed, zoom in. Now we need to define zoom out and zoom in. Func zoom out. Pass. Func zoom in. Pass. Now we have a camera. We know about it. Well, let us get a reference to it. Their camera equals this. It's camera 2D, trust me. What can we do with it? Anchor mode, align, drag horizontal thing. Let's just read the doc. Position smoothing enabled. Zoom. Oh, there's just a zoom. Hey, this is easy. Why don't I just call that? Zoom equals vector to 0.2, 0.3, 0.3. I'm hoping that this is fine. All right, we press M. That's too small. Oh, uh-oh. We can make ourselves progressively smaller because we're not resetting the zoom. Or are we? Oh, I need to set it. Okay, so what is it at right now? What is it at? Zoom. Oh, okay. Yeah, this camera has 0 properties. Don't worry about it. Just trust me, bro. There it is. Zoom is 2.0. Okay. So we just set the zoom to 2.0. And this is... That doesn't work. Okay, is there a world where that's useful? I think we need to make the zoom a little higher. The idea isn't terrible, but we just don't have enough pixels. It's kind of the problem. If there was a way for me to have gone back in time and set up all of my tiles, all of my items, and all of my whatever to have like a zoomed out image where it's like a 4x4 pixel thing and it's just like E for the exit or M for enemy or I for item, then I could have a lot more freedom in like how I'd make this work. Oh well. I mean, oh, the structure is there. The actual implementation, work in progress, but the structure is there. So this is a success. We're going to call this a success, and then I have to go. I cannot keep doing this. This is the last time that I will be able to stream this late. We're going to call that a success, though. This is a successful stream. And we're at the point where I can publish this on itch, which I will do as soon as I stop. So look for it if you're interested in that kind of thing. And if you're not, you can just keep watching. It's totally fine. I will be streaming definitely Tuesday. Let me just set some notes for myself. Monday, art, make main menu and options menu not ugly as sin. Fair enough. Tuesday, new player experience refinement. I don't have a lot of... I've put in some sound assets in the game, but it's definitely not complete. So it would be nice to spend some time and just like bulk up the experience. But I think the optimal thing to do is just this, like, Wednesday, new player experience, Thursday, last stream, new player experience, and then Friday I will have no time to continue working on it, and that's when we're done. Like, we're done. If we go here, we see we have 5 days, 20 hours. Actually, there might be a little bit of time Saturday. I might do that instead of sleep. No, just kidding. We're just gonna make art and the new player experience refinement. I did not find time to make the vending machines. Actually, that is critical. Vending machine, then new player experience, and then we're done. BFXR tool for fast audio. Yeah, I've been doing that, but it's not landing. I've been going to opengameart.com. They have a lot of sound effects there, and that's what I've been drawing from. All the music you're hearing, all the sound effects you've been hearing, except the laser one. The laser one is from it's from JSFXR, but everything else is from Open Game Arts, and it's all Creative Commons. 0, it's all public domain. And I definitely be posting the thank you to all of the assets that I used. Yeah, all right. So that is the plan. We're just in polish mode at this point. We are in polish mode / get the vending machine and get content in the game. But technically, we could submit what we have right now, and that's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. It's a vision that didn't come together, but it is something that qualifies as a game. Leave it there. So I'm looking for a stream to raid. Who is streaming right now? Okay. How about, I don't know. Turn-based multiplayer dungeon crawl. I mean, that sounds cool, so I'm going to go with that one. Why not? That's what I want to make next time. I want to experiment with multiplayer. Not turn-based, though. Anyway, that is it for me. Take care, y'all. hope y'all have a good one. Hope things are going well for you. Make your games. Play lots of games. Have fun. See you all next time.